Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you all. And I'm sure a lot of you are gonna agree with me on this. 2025 was not a good year for any of us. It's been a living nightmare. I don't usually make these types of videos, but considering how mental health is a very important subject that needs to be addressed more than anything else, I feel like this video had to be made. I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. My health this year has caused me to stall on art and my content. Mainly the fact that there were huge gaps in between my uploads this year, and the fact that everything I made this year wasn't very notable. Which is also another reason why I'm making this video. There will be no 2025 reel this year, just like last year. And this is also why I deleted my 2023 reel, which I will get to in a minute. I've tried to keep you all entertained with a few bits of content, but as you can see, most of it was either rushed or not of the best quality. Hell, if you watched my recent Miku movie unboxing video, you could tell it was very, very rushed. I also want to mention this year my health has been probably at its worst. Of course, 2025 has sucked for a lot of people, but this year for me, it was genuinely bad. It almost was as bad for me as 2017, which I won't really go into the specifics of that year since it's mostly a dead topic. I decided to make this video coming forward about all of it mostly, so I just think it's time you all know what's been going on. This is something I don't like talking about, but on January 11th of this year, I had someone break up with me. Over time, it was not so much the breakup I was starting to get upset about, but more so the fact that I would soon realize that this person was probably the worst person I ever dealt with. I'm not going to say who this is here, most of you may already know anyway, but for the ones who do know, you could tell that I was not happy at all dealing with any of this. This person was also mentioned in the 2023 reel, unfortunately. So yeah, that's a reason why it was deleted. Well, one of the reasons anyway. On January 11th, I was insulted, yelled at, ridiculed, people were lied to about me, and the cherry on top, I was told to leave the internet. I didn't know why any of this was happening to me that day. And to make matters worse, my mental health was already at rock bottom before this event even occurred. Imagine doing all this to a person when they're at their lowest point ever. This led to my year being absolute dog shit, because I would eventually find out that this person would constantly shit talk about me and spread lies about me to others, and would pretty much make it look like they weren't talking about me when in actuality they were. This also caused me to have tons of falling outs with my friends, because this person was doing everything in their power to make me look bad. And at the time, my friends were buying every single bit of it. This whole mess pretty much caused me to go into a severe depression state, and I pretty much had meltdowns far more than usual. The same could be said for last year, but this year was like 10 times worse. I really did not expect things to get this bad with this person, or escalate like they did, but they did. It not only affected me, but also my friends, as they were victims of this person as well. January 11th was, safe to say, the start of my health declining this year. It caused me to have so many PTSD attacks, panic attacks, and depressive episodes. And it was all thanks to this person. Thankfully though, someone made 2 videos on the situation, which again, I'm not going to show these videos here. But if that person is watching this, I just want to say thank you for doing that. You are an absolute blessing. Also, I want to mention that this demon I dealt with got somewhat outed for being a groomer, so yeah, let that sink in for a moment. I don't really have full closure from any of this, but some closure I guess is better than none. And I don't want to drain my mental health any further trying to get the rest of it. I also had to deal with some personal stuff this year, so this situation was pretty much adding to it all as well. So yeah, that's mostly what I had to deal with this year. It was why my mental health was at rock bottom, why my art and content has been very limited, and this whole mess even caused me to abandon my Twitter. Honestly, I think it's for the best anyway, since that website wasn't doing good for my mental health to begin with. Despite this year being shitty though, there were a few highlights. Some of them include me getting a job, having a better partner who actually loves me, and I was even let back into some friend groups after months of not being in them due to all this mess. Most of them were finally able to see through this person's bullshit, but the pain I have from all of this is, well, still there. Not as much as it was, but it's still there. I haven't fully healed, but I'm trying to get there the best I can. Things have been making it harder for me to heal, but I'm slowly but surely trying to get there. I'm not as bad as I was, but I'm still not 100%. Not to mention, alongside January 11th of this year, there's also another day in January I'm not looking forward to. But hopefully I'll be able to get through that. There's still a bunch of things I still want to do as far as the future for this channel, which I'll probably explain in another hopefully more positive video. But first, I need to get to a point where I can catch up on everything I've been neglecting as far as art goes, because this situation has genuinely been setting me back. I still want to rebrand, as you may have noticed I changed my art style. However, this situation has also caused me to set it all back due to me having to redo a bunch of things. Keep in mind, most of what I was planning to do for this channel was planned out back when I still associated with this horrible person. But because of what happened, I'll have to revamp a bunch of things. You also may have noticed that alongside the 2023 reel, I had to delete one of my talkloids I made before I met this person, which I'm not going to say which video this was because I don't want to be reminded of it. All I will say though is that I was really proud of how it turned out for a while, but I just can't look at it the same way again. I'm not sure when I'll fully be able to move forward with this channel and start a new era with it, but I'm really hoping it will be sometime next year. Again, I'll talk about my plans for this channel in another video, but for now, I had to make this video to say what's been going on with me. This year has genuinely been hard, but I'm really hoping 2026 will be better. A new beginning. A way for me to move past all of this. I'm not even trying to jinx anything. I genuinely want what's better for not only my health, but my friends as well. I've had support from several amazing people, especially my partner. And if I didn't have any of that support, I don't know if I would even be here today. One more thing I will say before I end this video is this. To anyone I may have hurt or worried with any of these meltdowns, or depressive episodes I've been having due to all of this, I just want to say, I'm very sorry. Truly. You all have every right to be upset with me. I'm hoping over time, I'll be able to better myself more, something this person has failed to do. There's always light at the end of the tunnel, and we have the ability to become better than these awful people that used to be in our lives. To my friends and mutuals who have stood by me during this year, and will continue to stand by my side, I just want to say thank you. From the bottom of my heart. You all genuinely mean the world to me, and I wouldn't know what I would do without any of you. Let's continue to make a better future for ourselves, together, and move past all these horrible events. I thank you all for listening. I'll see you all hopefully soon. Have a good rest of your day. Peace.